Here are the various differences I noticed between the graphic novel version and original book version of Goosebumps Monster Blood. There's a scene where Evan overhears his parents deciding to send him to Aunt Kathryn's. The graphic novel moves the scene from the middle of chapter 1 to the very start of the book. Evan and his mom no longer talk about hating each other. In the original, Aunt Kathryn is deaf, and Evan complains a lot more around her because he knows she can't hear him. This is removed in the graphic novel where she can hear just fine. They remove Aunt Kathryn teasing Evan for having a girlfriend. That happens a couple of times. Aunt Kathryn makes Evan build a dog area in the backyard. In the original, her yard already has a dog area, which admittedly doesn't make sense as she does not have a dog and she cannot go outside. The scene where the bullies first appear is moved from chapter 9 to chapter 5. In this new version, Evan meets the bullies right before he meets Andy for the first time. In the book, the bullies steal Andy's bike and leave. In the graphic novel, she scares them off. Book Evan complains a lot more about not getting a chance to ride on Andy's bike. Wagner's Novelties and Sundries is changed to Wagner's Antiques. The items that the kids look at are changed to various Goosebumps references. The Monster Blood price goes from $2 to $15. Andy calls the Monster Blood slime 3 times. The scene ends with Andy getting a text from her mom. They remove the first parts of chapter 9, where Aunt Kathryn is mean to Evan and Evan gets a call from his mom. The nightmare where Evan grows so big he destroys a house is moved forward 3 chapters. Not that the graphic novel has chapters. Aunt Kathryn jokes she's 112. The graphic novel changes this to 142. Evan says the monster blood doesn't bounce anymore. In the graphic novel, he says, "Oh, it sucks now." The graphic novel added swear words? Wow, this is like the opposite of Babysitter's Club graphic novels. The bullies no longer appear in Evan's nightmare. As I said earlier, one nightmare is moved up a few chapters. As a result, when Evan has 2 nightmares in a row, the second nightmare is changed to a dog attack, and the monster blood drips downstairs, a clear homage to the original book's cover. The graphic novel removes chapter 15, where a veterinarian examines Trigger and the bullies harass the dog. They add Andy giving Evan a note with her phone number so they can text each other. The scene of giving Andy monster blood is moved from inside to outside. As a result, Andy is there when the bullies beat Evan up. They remove the scene of Andy and Evan cleaning the monster blood up off of her grass. Andy decides they'll take the monster blood back to the store. The graphic novel removes this scene, as well as the following scene where the kids are disappointed to learn the store went out of business. What do they do now? They remove the scene where Evan talks to Aunt Kathryn before he puts the monster blood in the basement. Mom calls to say she'll be back soon. In the book, she sends a telegram because Aunt Kathryn can't hear. Once the witch is defeated, Aunt Kathryn has a moment of triumph. This has changed from her being able to hear again to her being able to leave her house again. The ending is a little scarier as a bunch of evil cats are added to the scene. That's about 30 changes. The big one is removing Aunt Kathryn's deafness. Some scenes were switched around, while others were removed.